So another term that for investor protection that is quite hotly contested would be the warranties and representation section. Is the rationale of having this clause, or at least why investors would want to have it, is because they invest on the representations and the information given by the founders. It actually shows a list of warranties which investors usually expect from the company. As you can see, it will center around the information provided by you to the investors, such as financial statements, ownership of IP and its assets, compliance with laws and insurance policies, PDAP, etc.
We arranged it in terms of the severity of issue. When the investors think about the due diligence issue, for the most fundamental issues, they will always ask the company to resolve before they even sign the documents. And for the least severe ones, they would usually put it in the documents as a representation and warranty, or even as a specific indemnity. So one thing to take note for all these various forms of terms is that investors would always ask for proof and evidence that these issues have been resolved. So to avoid any delay, we always advise founders to always have these documents ready or ask for these documents to avoid any delay.
Do founders always get drag along and co-sale rights?
For drag along rights, yes, because the end result concerns everyone as a shareholder. Whereas for co-sale rights, typically only the preferred shareholders or investors will have these rights. They will want the founder to be committed to the business.
Must I give the warranty on accuracy of the information? Some information may be given by my employees, and it is not possible for me to check whether all information is accurate.
The starting point is that there's no warranty that you must or must not give. It really is down to negotiation between yourself and the investors. To counter any founder's concern of potential liability in the event there's misinformation not within your control, then actually there are a couple of things that you could do. The first is you could add qualifiers. You could limit the information to only material information. So you only warrant on the material information and not on every small little information that you provided to your investors.
What are the typical qualified IPO exit value? How would it be calculated?
Well, it's usually on 2 times or 3 times of the last round post-valuation amount. Usually at the earlier stages, it will just be 1x. And with every new stage of financing, the QIPO amount may continue to increase because the post-money valuation will change.
So what is my right of recourse if I'm unable to fulfill the conditional precedents and the investor pull out of the investments?
To avoid delaying the deal closing and the investor backing out, I think the likely option is to negotiate to push it to as a condition subsequent. Hence, that's why, as we mentioned earlier, it's important to ensure that you only include CPs that you are confident of fulfilling, and always to keep it as specific as possible.